there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Put total leather and we'll get started. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Duke's offense will get first crack at it here. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Thanks to grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Gives it on the option. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Blue Devils are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Miami's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season. Up to
turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Running to the left. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Making side adjustments here. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Middleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
So first down here as they go back to work. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be
breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. That is brutal. An explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Slithers into space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. To the air on second down. He's got an open man, and he'll be brought down. The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you can.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Kick is in the air. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That's caught. It's Glass. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the track.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. He's got it again. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Canes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Under fire. And to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. We'll send the tight end in motion. He'll pull it on the read. Did the work himself. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking downfield on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll try to get outside. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. And here comes that Miami offense. Onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him.
Oh, he's got some space. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Now they'll run it to the right here. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Hurricanes are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Dances away. The throw. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the left. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. so close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. He might want another play. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Middleton. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, called them, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle. It's Mims. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds it back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's in the joke.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He wants a big play here late. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.